Since the 9/11 attacks on the U.S., there have essentially been two camps, those who believe the U.S. government's theories on what happened and those who don't. This weekend in Washington, the latter group met to expose what they say are lies and a cover-up surrounding the events of 9/11, including with Michael Chertoff, the former U.S. Secretary of Homeland Security under President George W. Bush.
He was in charge of the entire so-called investigation of 9/11, a reported dual U.S.-Israeli citizen. The Israelis did 9/11 and then they covered it up.
A coalition of 9/11 truth groups and others met to encourage investigative reporting, academic research, and public education about 9/11 events, and to tell the public they are not conspiracy theorists.
We're trying to have a reasoned, educated debate here, but if you're going to use pejorative terms like conspiracy theorist and that type of thing, these debates will not work.
Some here say the U.S. government stands to benefit from the panic and mistruths spread from the attacks, leading to new wars and a movement to strategically dismantle non-Western-backed Middle Eastern countries.
The attack at the Pentagon was a self-inflicted wound. We've been subjected to what they call a false flag attack. The United States basically attacked itself on 9/11 in order to change public opinion enough that we could then invade Afghanistan, Iraq, and do all of the mischief we've been doing around the world since.
Through their own research and reporting, presenters at the conference showed examples of contradictions about the alleged masterminds behind the attacks, suspicious demolitions of buildings, and questions of who would benefit from an attack on U.S. soil. Many engineers connected to the 9/11 truth community say they want a more in-depth investigation about 9/11 events. Many here have taken the controversial stance that the U.S. government is not being truthful about what happened on that day. Since then, many members of the Muslim community say they have felt vilified.
Which is wrong. We are not responsible for those 19 people. Why should we be labeled and synonymous as a terrorist?
The 9/11 truth movement has also earned celebrity support. Dick Gregory says U.S. media shouldn't be believed so readily.
And we sucker enough to believe that some little punks who ain't never flew a plane comes through this security and hit it. We can see a gnat from a satellite flying and tell you the wing size. But that's the way you take advantage of a country.
It's undeniable that the U.S. has been on permanent war footing since September 11th, 2001. Since that time, legislation altering civil liberties and broadening government control has changed U.S. culture, which attendees here say is all part of an engineered plan. Colin Campbell, Press TV, Washington.